Our smart lock failed. Do not let this happen to you.
Imagine it's cold out or it's rainy out. They've got their dogs, they've got packages, the smart lock's not working. What do you do? Here's the thing. We love smart locks, their ease of use, their integrations, but when they fail, you have to have a backup for your backup.
Today we're sharing a $16 fail-safe solution that every host must have.
Hi, I'm Sarah Karakayan.
And I'm Annette Grant. And together we are
Thanks for visiting.
We've been hosting for well over a decade, welcomed tens of thousands of guests, and earned thousands of 5-star reviews.
Our portfolio continues to bring in over 1.5 million year over year, and supported not only by the industry's leading brands, but also some of the biggest media outlets.
And we're here to help you with your furnished rental. Listen, here's the deal. Smart locks fail. And why do they fail? We're going to go over that because tech is great until it's not. So here are the reasons that your smart lock might fail you.
Well, the battery might die unexpectedly. I know you're saying, well, no, my app tells me when the battery's about to die. Yeah, it usually does until the time that it doesn't, or like you miss it on the email because you're so busy, like whatever. Wi-Fi or Bluetooth issues, mechanical failure, or sometimes the guests either not following the instructions correctly or they're confused. Again, and I say that with a lot of love. They are showing up to a place they've never been to before. You're over here, you have a lot of things going on, you've been to your property a bunch of times, you're like, how could they possibly get confused? But I'm telling you, even with clear instructions and pictures, ask me how I know, guests can still get confused. So we love smart locks, but when they fail us, you have to have a backup. And this is actually a great lesson for all of you out there using any technology. What happens when the TV goes down? What happens when any sort of device that has a smart capability or it's an amenity in your property, like not a lock is an amenity, like they need to get in the home, but having a backup for your backup is something that we truly believe in here. But just know these things happen, they have happened to us, and we are so grateful that we have a backup that we're gonna share with you.
What's the $16 solution for when your smart lock does fail? It is a mechanical lockbox that you can adhere to your door frame, okay? So it is right there, accessible for the guest.
So here's how we use this system. The mechanical lockbox, I like mounting it to the door frame because it'll be easy to instruct the already flustered guest on how to find it. They don't have to try to go to the back door. They don't have to try to go into a rock. You don't have to try to tell them like where on your deck you've mounted it.
It's on the fence. It's hooked to the fence on the side of the house. No, they are stressed. They are flustered. It might be dark. You got to make it easy to find.
Yes. So we mount it. This is my imaginary door frame. We mount it like a little bit higher so it's not in like their eyesight because we don't want them to get confused by it. That's why the one that we're linking, I like it because I can put its black cover over it. So like the key component or the combo component is hidden.
Right.
So they're not confused thinking like this is the lock I need to access the home when it should be the smart lock on the door.
Absolutely.
So anyway, that's why I like this one. But when you get it, you take the face component off and you screw it with 2 long screws into your wood door frame. Now if you don't have a wood door frame, you have a steel, you can still mount it. You just need the right drill bit. Mount it there and then you're gonna put a key, like back in the day, key, that goes to your smart lock, which is why I like having keyed smart locks with a key backup. Put that backup key in that lockbox, and then you just lock it up, put the cover on it. And I also like having, usually when you get a smart lock that is keyed, you get the backup key that goes there, and then another backup key I like take to my office or to a friend's house or like whatever, another place where you could, I don't know, let's say this thing like doesn't open, which never happened, but let's say it won't. Okay, I've got a backup for my backup, and it's at my house or it's in the garage or someplace else. Now the guest is going to have to wait, and that sucks, but at least there's a plan there. And this way, you want to have the code to this lockbox accessible to get to that guest as quickly as possible should something happen. Now, if you're a host watching this and you're using some sort of PMS system or some sort of AI component, as of right now, the recording of this video, the OTAs like Airbnb, they don't have anything that would automatically reply for you. But if you're using a PMS, they do. And so you could tell the PMS, like if a guest says they're locked out, they're having trouble with the smart lock, it could automatically send a predetermined message that has that code to that lockbox. Now, when you go to turn over the property, because we care about security so much, I would change that code to that lockbox so they don't have it. But the chances that you use it, the times that you're going to use it are going to be few and far in between. Now, if you have Airbnb that you're using, they do have templated messages that you can set ahead of time so that for each listing, you could have it plugged in there what the code is to that backup lockbox. So I guess in that listing tells you, you don't have to go anywhere else to find it. It's right there. Or if you use something like an operational system, like, we talk about Breezeway a lot, or anything else, have it in where you have the rest of your property information. But I guess what I'm saying is have the code somewhere so you're not scrambling for it when the guest is already stressed out and not able to get in.
And honestly, it's if you have one property, it's probably something that you can memorize during that time period.
Yeah.
Again, this is something that should not be used unless your smart lock fails. But I'm telling you, the one time you need to use it is priceless.
Yeah. And you might also be saying, well, can't you unlock it from your phone? Well, yeah, you would do that first. But let's say it's not responsive. Like, let's say the screen is not responsive. Like, what do? You need a key to open the door. And so we just want you to have a backup for that backup.
We want to share a story with you now to really hammer home how important it is for two elements. Number one, a keyed smart lock. Okay, you need to have a keyed smart lock, and two, a backup key on property. Okay, so you got to have a backup. Those two things, and even if your Airbnb is already open, please order this $16 lock today and install it the next time you're there. If you have the smart lock that doesn't have a key, put it on your to-do list to trade it in, because you do not want this to happen to you. Let it rip, Sarah.
Yeah, so I inherited a property that already had a smart lock on the door, and they're not cheap. So I get it why would you change it? And nothing terrible had happened to me yet, so I didn't think about anything. But it was Christmas morning, it had just snowed, and so it was cold, and the guest messaged us on Airbnb and said that they were locked out of the apartment. No problem. I'll just go on that app and open the door for you. He's like, well, the screen isn't lighting up. Like, I can't press any buttons in there. I was like, okay. I go to try to open it from my phone, and the lock, it is dead. Like, it's died. It's not operating. It's not working. Okay. There's no keyed component to this smart lock. I didn't know it at the time, so I drove out to the property, and I didn't know what to do at the time, so I drove out to the property just to assess. And
luckily, Sarah was in town, even though it was a holiday, and lives close to the property.
Correct.
So imagine if you are not near your property. So everyone, especially if you have, obviously you want every single host to do this, but you remote location host, this should be top of the list for you.
Yeah. I get there and I see that there's two little nubs where you could put a 9-volt battery to revive it. And so it's Christmas morning, and I'm trying to figure out where I can go get a 9-volt battery. I'm pretty sure it was like a CVS or something. Come back, I try to revive it. It's not turning on. You guys. And this guest went out to walk his dog, and the door shut behind him. And so it's cold out. He doesn't have his car keys. Poor dog. I'm, of course, stressed over here because I don't have a backup plan. The smart lock doesn't have a key component. I don't have a key for it, obviously, because there is no key. The 9-volt didn't work. And he's looking at me like, what are you going to do? So eventually there's a balcony. He's staying in the second floor unit. There's windows up there. I got a ladder. We had to break into I broke glass. It's a whole thing. We had to get him in there. It's Christmas Day. It's not like I call a locksmith. All those things that you're thinking you can do, just didn't do any of them.
So if this helps one of you, hopefully it's going to help a multitude of you, because listen to what happened next. Had to break the window. Obviously the lock still isn't working, and it doesn't matter if it's Christmas Day, the middle of May. You do not want this happening to a guest. And luckily, this is a smaller party. Obviously, imagine if there is everyone left to go to church or something, and they want to come back in and open Christmas present or whatever it might be. Just don't let this happen to you. Again, $16 whole dollars can avoid this situation.
And plus,
for
your
you.
smart lock isn't keyed, then it's a bigger investment, and I get that. But just know, then what do you do? What do you do? Maybe you figure something out that I haven't, but just having a backup for that smart lock, I'm telling you. Because then, of course, that guest had a free stay. Of course he did. The poor guy was late to his family activities. That is a whole thing. I'm stressed out. I didn't have a great day. It's just, and smart locks the keyed ones are $200, I don't know, something like that. So really think about it.
And I know what you're thinking, because it's the way I think a lot of times, until I partnered with Sarah. My neighbor's got a key. I've got that rock hidden out back. Listen, You cannot count on those backups. You have to count on yourself as a backup, and you've got to make it easily accessible again for your guests. So go ahead, like I still am a proponent, like have your neighbor have the key. Do you, but you have to have something easy, accessible. Please keep in mind, by the time your guest gets to this backup lock, they are flustered. They are stressed. Again, it may be inclement weather. It may be dark out. They may be running late. So you've got to make it easy for them. You'll see how sleek it is just sitting there on the door frame, and your guest will be so thankful.
If you have any other questions about like, what else do I need a backup for? Like a backup for a backup for, like let us know in the comments below, because we've been through a lot.
We do a lot of videos about backups for your backups.
Yeah, so if you have a situation that you have a backup for your backup that no other host may have thought about, let us know so we can like help each other out.
I love, there's a Navy SEAL quote that is, 1 is none, 2 is 1. So it's just letting you know, if you only got one backup plan in place, it's not enough.
It's probably not enough. If you want more lock conversations, we made a whole video about the locks we love and the locks we don't love. So if you're out shopping for a smart lock soon, check out that video. But with that, I am Sarah Karakayan.
I'm Annette Gritt, and together we are.
Thanks for visiting.